Whenever you're ready, start here in the front.
Anders, can you start by just talking to us about your overall thoughts on tonight's match? Obviously, it was a difficult match, but just on the offensive side of things, how did you feel the team played?
Yeah, it was a tough game. Vancouver were a good team. They made it hard for us, and I think we struggled especially in the first half. I think we came out strong for the second half, and we have a big chance for making the equalizer for 2-2, and maybe the game will be different then, but we never know. I think still we created some chances, but of course conceding 4 goals, it's too many at home.
And then Mikey talked the club's going to be very active in the summer transfer window, bringing in an elite player in the front line as well, and a midfielder that can create chances and dribble through other players. Do you feel like those type of players are needed right now in the attacking end?
And no. I think we still have good players, and if you look at if you look at LA, and you look at, of course, at Portland, Minnesota at home as well. I think we have the chances and played well to get 3 points in all of them. We will see. It's a club decision, not us players. We just try to do as good as possible in the weekend and every day out there at the facility.
Mikey said on Thursday that this match against Vancouver was a barometer test. What's your assessment after tonight? Where you guys stand?
That we have something to work on, and I think the holiday is arriving on a perfect time for me personally, but also for the team. I think we played a lot of games in a short period. There was an international break as well, and a lot of travel. So now, of course, we have some holiday, and then we can hopefully, I know we all will, come back with a mindset that is ready to attack this second half of the season, which will be also very tough, a lot of games. Then we now have the break and can prepare for that.
Go ahead.
Hi, Andrew. Obviously, throughout the game, Mikey brought up the fact that despite the scoreline, you guys were creating a lot and seemed to be dangerous in some instances, but just seemed to miss that final pass. Heading into the break into the second half of the season, what are some of the adjustments that you can make in order to get the best out of these chances and create more and score on these and make use of these throughout the season?
Yeah, of course. I think, like you said, I think we arrived in good positions, but then the last pass or shot or whatever it was not as good as the work before. That action. So of course that's something we will look at when we come back from holiday and work on that, because I think, like you said, I think we come in very good situations in the game and creating and could create even more. So that's also positive. Right now it's of course tough. It's been a tough period, but now we have a break and can look forward.
Any more questions for Anders? Thank you, Anders.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, everybody. That concludes our press conference. Ready? We'll start here in the front with Tony.
Thank you for your time, Onni. What can you tell me about this Vancouver team that you faced that made it so difficult, specifically tonight, in the creation and build-up in the play?
We know it's one of the best teams in the league. I think today we had good actions, but then it was followed by a bad action. So too many inconsistencies, and to play a full 90 minutes against a really good team, you cannot allow, because the game of football is a whole, so you cannot allow like bad moments to be so big for them and give them so many chances. So it was just overall not good enough today. I think it's a team that we can learn from. It's a really good team. So this was a test for us, and now we take this 3 weeks, and we really believe in the group that the second part of the season we can make a good run.
And with that, what are some of the things that have worked and prepared you this first season? What are you looking for as a player to come back and be able to do more successfully to close out the second half?
I know this game is, or this period we've been, is going to hurt for a while. So I think it's a good time now to take a break, try to get your mind off it. Obviously, as a football player, it's going to be hard and you're going to think about a lot of stuff, but this is the game of football. It goes up and down, and now it's a tough moment, so we take this break, we reflect, recover. Everybody has to do what they have to do, and we come back really strong for the second part of the season. Inside the group, we really believe in that, and that's the only thing that matters to us.
Come back.
You brought up the inconsistencies and mistakes you made throughout the game that affected you and led to the loss. Going into this break and heading into the second part of the season, how do you kind of clean up some of these inconsistencies and be able to learn and move forward and be more consistent and a more dangerous team to make that run?
Yeah, in a game of football, mistakes is never on one player. It's part of the whole collective. We put somebody in a bad situation that's impossible to get out of, or we're not in good positions to, because mistakes happen in football. It's just how we can recover from them and how our positioning is and everything. So it's a whole collective thing. It's never on one player, and those are things that we've been working on. And like I said, we're going to reflect on them, work on them, and we really believe in the group that we know what we're capable of. And the second part of the season, we know where we are at the moment, but we're going to attack it with full force.
Any more questions for Onni? Thanks, Onni.
Thank you.
A lot of teams can see some changes, especially during a summer window. What do you expect to see, and when you have teammates that may be coming in or leaving, how do you, especially as a midfielder, deal with these changes?
That's a tough question for a player. I don't. You never know what happens in transfer windows and stuff like that. So I know the group we have now is good enough. We can challenge and win games. So I don't think that's a problem for us. This team has a lot of potential. We've showed it before, and we know what we can do. It's just small things, and I know it's repetitive, and we're saying it every time, but that's how it truly is. And we know in the group what we need to fix, and we know we're going to fix those things, and we're going to have a strong second part of the season.
Any more questions? We're joined by SDFC midfielder Manu Duah. Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Manu, can you start us off with just the difficulties on playing Vancouver and just your thoughts overall on the match tonight?
I just think Vancouver is a good team. They're really good. They play good. We're also a good team. I just think there was only a few things, just one step that we have to clean up, and then I think we would have been good. You know, there were like simple details that we just needed to take actions on, and that would have been better for us. But overall, they're a good team.
On Thursday, Mikey talked about you having to stay instead of playing with your national team with your first call-up. I'm curious how that conversation took place and how you took the news.
Well, to be in a team that has so much trust in you and they put anything down for you, I always go with their decision because they're the reason why I'm here, and I have so much trust in them, and I know they want the best for me. So it was a hard decision, but I just go with their decision because I have so much trust in them.
And then overall, what do you think are the biggest differences from last season to the first half of the season on the back line specifically, conceding some goals and then just some mistakes defensively happening?
Yeah, like I said at first, there's just a few things that we have to clean up and a few things that we need to pick up real fast. It's not like a really big gap. It's just like this that we have to just clean up. We just have to be a little bit decent and sharper on the line. And I think this is the first half of the season, and we're going to come back strong in the second half.
Any other questions for Manu? Go ahead, Abraham.
Mikey spoke a little about the officiating, and there's been a lot of yellow cards through the beginning of this MLS season. Do you feel the same way, that the officiating's kind of been a little bit questionable, or they've been giving a lot more fouls than you usually see in a soccer season?
Well, I don't have any say on that. Those are the things that the coaches need to deal with. Our job is to focus much more on the field and leave the rest of the coaches.
Any other questions?
Mikey brought up the fact that the fans are still behind you despite these tough times, and emphasized coming together and staying strong during times like this. What does it mean to have a leader like that in the dressing room when you're going through a rough patch like this? And obviously the first half hasn't gone the way that you wanted. How do you kind of rally together and put this first half behind you and come out to hit the ground running for the second half?
Look, Mikey's a guy that we all have so much trust in. You know, he knows that we are good. He's always behind us every single time, you know, and we know the fans are always behind us, you know. It's just the few things that he always say we just need to clean up, you know, and we have so much trust in Mikey, and we know he's gonna come back with a really different style and everything. You know, he's always there for us, and we're always there for him.
Any other questions for Manu? Thanks, Manu.